Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to your monthly reading for April 2026. This is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're going to dive right in. Capricorn, if you are new to my channel, by the way, I'm going to give you your astrological overview. Then I'm going to do a full cultic cross spread. Then we break it down week by week. I'll pull more cards, talk about more aspects that are relevant to you, and then the second spread, Capricorn. Yeah, are you rooting down? It looks like you're about to. There's a lot happening for you. Okay, you're gonna have some significant change this month, mostly because you're gonna create it. We're in Aries season. This is huge because, yeah, there's a lot happening. We have a lot of planets in Aries. But here's the bigger thing, okay? If you saw your 2026 forecast for Capricorn, you know there's 3 months that are the biggest flashpoints of 2026, the most important, the most pivotal, the most significant months. And they would be February, April, and July. All right? With astrology, that's not just rare, it's literally once a lifetime. And back in February, we had the Saturn-Neptune conjunction, as you know, 0 degrees Aries. Yeah, the beginning of the beginning. The creator degree. It's a powerful force. Remember, that's a seeding point. Happens every 36 years. And maybe it was subtle for you, but it's behind the scenes. Things are building. It's like a wave that brought you to April, the crescendo, where you're going to see and realize the universe is conscious and harmonic with divine timing, because what are the chances? All planets are direct, all systems go, and we're in Aries season. And not only that, yeah, we have not one, not two, we have 7 planets gathered in Aries. The beginning of the beginning, when the initiation. Something that we have. You ever seen 7 planets in Aries? No, never happened. So unless you're a vampire or a deep sea sponge, you have never experienced this. This is enormous. And coming out of all this strong Pisces energy, right? When you were dreaming big. Oh, this month, it's going to be different. It's going to feel like you just woke up after fainting at a Hootie and the Blowfish concert, and now you're fired up. You want to live life. It's going to be your mission to get everything that you had dreamed about by taking all that action. That's right, because Aries is mastery of self. You got your ruler, Saturn, in Aries. Aries is the I am of the zodiac, the ram, the first breath, the fire in your belly. And with the sun, Mercury, Saturn, Neptune, the moon, we're throwing in Chiron, and Mars, Aries ruler, the god of war, action, drive, libido, with all these rare conjunctions and a new moon, 7 planets in Aries, all in Aries. Yeah, April is going to be your fight song. You're going to prove that not only are you capable, but you also fully know thyself. And remember, Aries rules your 4th house. Yeah. And that, Capricorn, just to let you know, the 4th house is all about home and family. That's where all the energy is. And I've got to tell you, listen, 7 planets. That's a lot of energy. Y'all moved yet? If you haven't, you're moving. Okay? You're moving. And a lot of it is because you're expanding the home. You're moving in with someone that you fell in love with. You got married. If you haven't yet, it's happening. Look at what you got. Jupiter in Cancer in your 7th house of marriage. There's so much happening for you. Okay? The 4th house is, your parents, your grandparents, children, grandchildren. It's everything. 4th house is everything that has to do with home, your significant other, and real estate. Some of y'all are buying property. Some of y'all are selling places too. Okay? There's a lot happening. Just wait till we get to summer. Yeah, there's gonna be like big changes. But remember, not everything is on the whiteboard too. This is a loaded month. And remember, I'm not going to go through every single aspect. We'll talk about more toward the end. Yeah, when we pull more cards. But there's more on the back. April is loaded. We're moving into Taurus season. You're going to love that. You're going to have so much fun with Taurus season. Your BFF Earth sign. And yeah, that brings a little bit more grounded energy. You'll have a foot on the ground, but barely, because we have another reset at the end of the month. This is the month that Uranus, the planet of shocks, surprises, awakenings, yeah, breakthroughs, is moving into Gemini. The first time in its permanent station for 7 years. The first time in 84 years. Okay. So this is the last of the outer planets that's changing signs in a very compressed period of time, that's locking in that rare grand trine, that prism portal, where all the outer planets are aspecting, including, for now, Saturn, your ruler. But this is something that nobody in this solar system, well, no human being, I think, has ever experienced. So, Aries, all about initiation and new beginnings. As you begin a new journey in April, you're finishing up a 7-year story with Uranus and Taurus that was there for since 2018 in your 5th house. That was, to be honest, that was a lot of breakups. That was maybe, some projects that went a little sideways. Maybe you had some moments with entrepreneurship. Things happened in the family. Some of y'all had some kids too. Some of y'all had a lot of fun. Listen, it was a learning experience, but it was a story. All right, 7-year story. Finances, big thing here. Yeah. And so here's the thing. Uranus is now moving into your 6th house. We'll talk about that later. It's a whole other vibe. But if you saw my April astrology overview live stream, which I'll leave at the end of this video, you're welcome if you didn't, because there's a lot there that I talk about for April that I won't talk about here, because April is just that loaded. That one thing that I said, you'll know, is that Uranus moving into Gemini isn't just another reset. Uranus is going to conjunct the fixed star Alcyon in the Pleiades, the royal star of awakenings and unveiling. And on top of that, for the first time since the Ice Age, 12,000 years, Sedna, dwarf planet, meaning just like Pluto, meaning significant. Sedna, that represents the collective conscious expanding evolution of the mind. Sedna, and there's a lot more to it, will be at 0 degrees Gemini. So you have a triple conjunction. Uranus in Gemini already is your consciousness expanding. So you see what's happening here. This is big. This is the beginning of the beginning. All at 0 degrees. Pure potential. This is a new era. We're becoming a new species. This is evolution. And so April isn't life changing. It's a whole other frequency. And don't forget, Capricorn, you got the power to choose how you navigate April. It's going to test your patience, your ambition, your karma, your spiritual warrior area. Yeah. Here's the thing. Saturn being in Aries, Saturn's your ruler. A lot of this is you. You're going to be changing. It's not just your, physical world. It's not just home. It's not just family. It's you. It's your identity. It's your personality. It's you. You will be changing too. You're becoming more of an authority. You're gonna have a month, okay? And don't forget, You're the author of your story. So, Capricorn, what's going to be your first chapter? Because right off the bat, you see we have a major turning point. That's Wednesday, April 1st, with a full moon in Libra at 12 degrees. Now, full moons, as you know, illuminate. Yeah, they bring endings, and Libra rules your 10th house. What's going on with career? What's happening there? 10th house is career. It's your reputation, honors, achievements. If you're not here for a career, it's just whatever you want to be known for. So there's a big turning point here, okay? And to be honest, there may be something here that has to do with home and family, maybe even partnerships, maybe even business partners, because, yeah, there's a twist. We have a T-square with the sun in Aries, Jupiter in Cancer, okay? So that's 3 cardinal signs. You're the 4th. You know, cardinal signs, all about initiation. So at the time of a full moon of endings, you're going to have to make a decision. All right? There's something here where you might have to adjust, or it's going to be you making those adjustments. You create your reality. And this is a Venus ruled full moon. Think harmony. We'll talk more about it next week, but if you are a cross watcher, if you watch for your rising or your moon, or for your husband Jack or daughter Jill, it doesn't matter. It's the cardinal signs, Capricorn, Aries, Cancer, Libra, and you, that's going to be the most affected by the full moon. If you got any planets 10 to 15 degrees in any other signs in your natal chart, well, those planets will be aspected. You would feel this full moon the most. There's a lot happening for you with relationships, okay? Contracts, your commitments. And when I say relationships, yeah, that could be love. That can be love. It can be business. There might be some signing of contracts. There may be some good news you receive. There may be some ending of contracts. That's going to be a big focus for you for the first week. All right. Well, again, we'll talk more about this, but one thing I want to point out, Thursday, April 9th, you have Mars moving into Aries until May 18th. This is a big deal. This is the God warrior. He's home in his kingdom. It's been 2 years. Yeah. At this point, you have what, 5 planets? Something like that. It's a lot, but it's Mars. It's Mars in Aries. He's home. So what's going to happen? Well, you're going to feel like something inside you just suddenly came to life. Okay? This is fiery. This is action. You're not just a spiritual warrior. You're a Homeric Olympian. You are Shazam. You are Jason Statham. Lucy Liu. Whatever, whoever you want. Here's the thing. Mars in Aries is determination. It's taking risks. Libido, drive, all of that. Action. Just think action. Yeah? Action. And it's all in your 4th house of home and family. So there's a lot happening there. Just letting you know. 4th house is also, listen, it goes deep. It's like when I said your roots, yeah. It goes down to your roots. It's your domestic life. It could be your ancestry, your ancestral roots that you're discovering. Obviously, like real estate is a thing here. 4th house, it's your personal life. It's your private life. Remember, it's Cancer ruled. So anyway, big time for you. And speaking of, you're not going to be wasting any time taking action because you only live once. And that's very Aries. And you got things to do. So big moment. And again, Saturn's here in Aries, your ruler. So again, this is you. This is you maturing, developing, becoming wiser. A lot of y'all are going to become parents, if not grandparents, okay? Or older brothers, things like that. Now, here's the thing. Some of y'all are getting married. Congratulations. Sunday, April 12th, you do have Venus and Taurus sextile Jupiter in Cancer, 16 degrees. Oh, so this is one of the best aspects of the month. You got the two benefics, Venus and Jupiter. And on top of that, Venus is in her domicile in Taurus. Venus rules Taurus. Jupiter exalted in Cancer. This is, rainbows and turtles and pots of gold and things like that. It's expansion. This is absolutely amazing because this is your fifth house connecting with your seventh house. The fifth house is joy, pleasure. It's true love. It's romance. It's soulmate energy. It's sex. It's procreation. It's having kids. Remember, you have so much home and family stuff. And then, of course, Jupiter in Cancer is your seventh house of love and marriage, partnerships, union, commitments. If you're not here for love, this is business. Fifth house is creativity. It's your creative projects. It's entrepreneurship. Seventh house is it's binding. It's signing contracts, contractors, all that. Anyway, you're going to love this. And then there's just so much happening. I do have to let you know Wednesday, April 15th, Mercury moves into Aries. Remember, Mercury is Hermes. This is quick. In Aries, fiery Aries, yeah, this is quick to speak, quick to think, quick to react. There's no filter, okay? It is not holding back. There's no brake pads when it comes to communicating or thinking. So just be very mindful. This is it. This is 7 planets in Aries at this point. And Mercury can be a little pointed in Aries. It can leave a little sting with conversations. Or you can, go to the higher expression here, which would be, just being a role model, being a, thought leader, being that parent, leaving an impression, making your mark. All right? Here's the thing. You have no more planets in Pisces. Okay? The North Node is still there. Okay? For a few more months, but no more. No more. You were tested there in communication and family, siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins, neighbors, travel, launching things, maybe something online. It's the third house. Now, you've learned a lot. Everything is now in your fourth house. Okay? And so just please take action for what you want. This is a big time. All right? And as some of you know, I just celebrated my 4-year anniversary of launching this channel, March 26, 2022. So thank you so much for all your support. I think this video comes out the day of, something like that. It's going to come out like the week of. But thank you for all your support, all your kindness. I wouldn't even be here, okay, if it wasn't for you. So I really do appreciate it. All your messages, all your healing messages. I think a lot of y'all know I've been through health issues. And Ruby as well, who's made a little cameo. She did walk today, so some progress. It was a couple blocks, but here's the other thing. If you, that's the whole point, right? What did I say? I launched this channel March 26, 2022. Believe it or not, astrologers do plan things about aspects and timing, etc. You always want to take advantage of Aries season, okay? I purposely launched my channel during Aries season. You always want, if you take away the Aries season, if Aries season doesn't even matter, equinox, okay? It's a time when things grow, things come to life. Aries season is all about initiation. It's the beginning. And so you have all that energy. So please take advantage. Please take advantage. You will see things grow. And especially this year, you'll never have 7 planets in Aries again. You'll never, ever have it. All right? So take advantage of this. And if you've been a subscriber since The Venus Jupiter Sirius triple conjunction last August when I told you to plant that seed, right? Well, you'll know that I quit my full-time office job to spend more time here with your forecasts, but also launch Great Awakener. That's the other thing. If you're new, I am psychic. I do remote viewing. I do most of it on Great Awakener. Not really here, but we just started this. It's like a predictions timeline. So I think there's like 30 there right now or whatever, but it's like all the predictions and the dates that happen. But anyway, Great Awakeners is where I can speak a lot more freely, but it's not just me. It's other astrologers, readers. We have like hypnotherapists. It's all live streams. So I'm doing a 4-year anniversary sale until April 1st to thank you, to celebrate. And there's more information in the description box. But I do want to thank you, Capricorn, and this is going to be a big month for you. Now, I'm trying to okay, Ruby, I'm going to just do this real quick. Yeah. You see there's a lot more happening on the back here. And again, this isn't even, there's so much more, but this is high level. All right. High level. The biggest thing for you, Capricorn, it will be the new moon. That's happening Friday, April 17th. I really want you to, take out your Apple pens, circle this in your calendar. April 17th, the new moon in Aries at 27 degrees. It's happening right on Chiron, the wounded healer, okay? So everything in your life is really going to change. Why? Because you will change. Anything that you feel has scarred you, you are going to use now to empower you, all right? That's the sun. Exalted in Aries with Chiron, all right? It's very optimistic. It's you feeling brave, courageous. I can do this. Why have I been in my own way about this? Obviously, a lot of this will have to do with, home and family dynamics, etc., etc. But the magnitude of this new moon, oh, you're going to feel it. We got a stellium of planets in the sign of the beginning. This is your new origin story in your new era. And we do have a triple conjunction with Mercury, Saturn, and Mars at the same time. That's powerful. You will let it be known what your new story is, who your new you is. Even if nobody cares, you won't give a fox because you're doing you as the new, bold, confident, inspiring you. And it will be you, Capricorn, with the other cardinal signs that feels this new moon the most. Please take advantage. If you have any planets 25 to 29 degrees in any of the cardinal signs, you'll feel it. You'll feel it. Okay? One of the reasons why this is so powerful is not only because what's happening on the day of the new moon, the day before, all of that, but we have about 4 powerful conjunctions right after it. Okay? And I'm going to tell you one of them. Saturday, April 18th, Juno. Juno will conjunct Pluto in Aquarius. This is a big deal. Juno is Jupiter's wife, Hera in Greek. She has everything to do with the truth and justice, equality, balance in love and marriage and partnerships, business partners, personal relationships like your private chef or your, agent. This is a big deal. Contracts, agreements. This is remember, Pluto is in Aquarius that rules your second house. This is finances. This is money. This is things that you value. And so this is a powerful conjunction. You're going to have Juno here for some time. She supports you. But this is also Juno conjuncting Pluto. There could be some truths coming to the surface, some hard truths, okay? There's going to be some things that emphasize commitments, your long-term goals, but it may even be you admitting something to yourself, because second house is self-worth, it's self-value. There may be something here where you're confessing something, or because Mercury in Aries will sextile Pluto and Juno in Aquarius, it could be you calling someone out on their lives. This is going to be a big day, all right? Because Sunday, just the day after April 19th, Mars is going to conjunct Saturn in Aries at 7 degrees. So here's the thing, Capricorn. I really, really want you to pay attention to this date. You've got a lot already happening. Pluto, by the way, is very active. And there's a lot that have to do with relationships for you and money, even material possessions. But Sunday, April 19th, you've got the two malefic planets that are in a conjunction. This is a seeding point, okay? Now, Mars is very familiar with your sign. Mars is exalted in your sign, and then Saturn is your ruler. So the fact that it's happening in Aries, cardinal sign, just like you, you are really going to feel this. So that's why I just want you to be very mindful. This can be a little aggressive. It can be not seeing eye to eye. It is in your fourth house. This can be with a father figure, grandfather, stepfather, but it can also just be like an authority. It could be like a realtor, landlord, things like that. Just be very mindful. Yeah, this does have a little edge to it. It's all about discipline, courage. All right. So think focused action around this time. You have the opportunity to build something long lasting here. Home, family, real estate, property matters. Remember, Saturn is not only your ruler, but Saturn is also karma. So we'll talk about this a lot more in your weekly forecast, but it's a big one. It's a big one. It's happening the day we move into Taurus season too. So, Taurus season will help you like breathe a little bit, coming out of that tornado of all that Aries energy. We're going from ram to bull, right? Slowing down, touch, taste, feel, all of that. Remember, Taurus rules your fifth house of love and pleasure, joy. This is going to be fun for you the next 4 weeks. You're going to spend a lot of time on, romance, relationships, things that you value, the beautiful things in life, children. Yeah. It's very, very nice. So cherish this moment. Because there's, again, a lot of conjunctions that will be happening. That's not even on the whiteboard. That's how big April is. But we will have Mercury conjunct Saturn, just to let you know. That'll happen Monday, April 20th. There's something here that can be a little bit hard because Mercury will conjunct Mars too. Remember, this was happening at the time of the new moon. So there's something here that does have a lot of staying power. And it does look like you might be signing something like a lease. Okay? Or something, again, in home and family. In that realm. The other thing is Thursday, April 23rd, you got Venus conjunct Uranus and Taurus at 29 degrees. I actually love this for you. This is going to be one of your favorite days of April. But also, this is it. This is the last aspect you're going to have with Uranus and Taurus. This is the last moment of the old world, of the old era. This is it. So this is you going out with a bang. You've got Venus, the planet of love and money and creativity, things that you value, things that you desire. With Uranus, a planet of surprises and the unexpected and breakthroughs and freedom. In a big conjunction at a critical degree, the 29 degree point. It's like a graduation. It's like a culmination. And so, this is your fifth house of joy, pleasure, love, romance, creativity, creative projects, procreation. So, congratulations. A lot of y'all may get proposed to. You may have a baby. Your startup may take off in a huge way. There's a lot here. You sell, your big paintings, a lot of big things. And again, this is great for you. It's trying your sign. So very nice. Very nice. Now, you do see that Venus is moving into Gemini Friday, April 24th. That's fine. We'll talk about that. It's great for you. It's just more it's more about mental stimulation. I think that you're going to love this, but it feels more business for you. Okay? Because Uranus will move into Gemini too. And so because you had that huge full moon in Libra in your 10th house as soon as April began, well, it just feels like there's changes happening with career and work because again, Gemini rules your 6th house of work, which would be more like the work environment, your responsibilities or duties when it comes to work, colleagues, employees, interns, contractors, assignments, contracts, things like that. Yeah. 6th house is also health matters. Yeah. So there could be some, moments here. You got Venus, which is great. You have Uranus, again, surprises. But here's the thing. Uranus moving into Gemini. You experienced it last year. You had a little preview. You were stimulated. Gemini rules the mind. Yeah. So there was a lot going on, a lot you were processing. What do I want to do? What's going on? There's too much happening. But also the nervous system. Like you were restless. There was a lot that was happening with again your 6th house. Some of y'all could have gotten new pets. If not, you definitely will this time around with Venus here. But this again, Uranus just does a lot better in Gemini in general. Uranus feels stuck in, Taurus, fixed sign, earth sign. Uranus is a sky god, now in an air sign. But with that said, this is major acceleration. So really buckle up. What's going to happen is very likely you're going to be having opportunities. A lot of different opportunities come up. A lot of things expanding for you or like you having big breakthroughs. Venus and Gemini helps. That's like making deals, pitching, things like that. But here's the big thing is that this is going to be 7 years. So it just looks like you're doing something big. Okay? When it comes to work and your daily routines, exercise, I wouldn't even be surprised if a lot of y'all become like thought leaders, become doctors. 6th house is like the service industry, hospitality as well. It's service to others, but health as well. So, health industry. Ruby, okay? You got this? All right, so let's do this, Capricorn. Let's see what's going on for you. We'll come back to some of the aspects, Capricorn. Yeah. Sun, moon, and rising. Let's do this. April 2026, Capricorn. Just expect a lot of change, but this is also a big time of growth for you too. All right, Capricorn. All right, let's see. Capricorn, sun, moon, and rising. Capricorn, how are y'all doing? You look amazing. Love your haircut. I do a traditional cult across spread. Offers the best overview, yeah. Especially for a monthly reading. If we need to pull clarifiers, we will. And yeah, y'all are amazing. I'm gonna. You have a big month, like right off the bat. Just let you know. All right, let's see this. You have a big. You're good, but we gotta talk about something. 3 of Cups. That's amazing. Yeah. Like I said, it does look like there is something ending for you. or again, adjustment. There's something changing, maybe a new phase as soon as you move into April, but it's worth celebrating. It seems like there's opportunities that come from that as well. Three of Cups is all about celebration. It's milestones, but it's also just bonding. It's you with your squad, your family, your friends, your colleagues, whatever. This is a time of just, you know, popping the champers. I love it. So it looks like there's something really nice. It really looks like there's something worth celebrating for you. Three is a vibration of the Empress, by the way. It's all about the creation of things. So there's something new that you're moving into, okay? But something had to end for that new to begin. What are the chances? You have the Three of Pentacles. So you got 2 3s. What did I just say? 3 is a vibration of the Empress. The birth of new things. You're really, when I say you got new things happening, you got the Three of Pentacles. This is your card, by the way. It's Capricorn. You see the 3 Pentacles in the structure of the building. So another card where you see multiple people. You're going to be working with others in some capacity to build something, to do something new. And it's going to bring a lot of joy. It's going to be very exciting. And with the pentacles in the structure of the building, it's indicating there's something here that's long lasting. Like you're in it to win it. This is in the heart of your spread. And so very excited for you because it does look like possibly something here. Contract that you're signing, new job, launching your own thing as well. Remember, it's your 10th house is lit with that full moon. And it's just a big turning point for you. Now, oh, here you have the Fool in your challenge area. 2 things. A, you're gonna have to take some risks. All right. Remember, it's Aries season. But with that said, the Fool is all, look, he's standing on the edge of the cliff. He's not even looking down. And I'm going to have to grab Ruby. I'm so sorry. But here's the thing. If she does one more time. But I'm fast. He's a big risk taker. Because he trusts in the universe. He trusts in himself. He knows he's taken care of. You got the full abundance of the sun. It's card 0. Pure potential here. It's in your challenge area. All right. So you're going to have to take some risks, but take calculated risks. Okay. You're Capricorns. That's what you're going to do anyway. So just make sure that you do have that full faith in yourself and in the universe. All right. That's what makes everything happen. Now, the other thing is that, yeah, there may be someone who is foolish, right? There's someone that is a part of your journey that may be parting ways with you. And it may not be something that you fully support. Maybe it's something that, I mean, you might want to, it really depends on you. But it does look like there may be a little bit of parting of ways or maybe not seeing eye to eye. And like head in the clouds, energy from the other person, lights on, nobody home. The other thing, yeah, you have 3 messages here. The other thing is that there is very, very likely, if you do have children, if you do have students, people younger than you, there may be a little bit of you learning something from them based on maybe some moments where y'all don't agree on stuff this month. All right, so just keep that in mind. Now, you do have the 8 of Wands. Amazing. Remember, this month, swift, fast. Things are happening. Aries season, 7 planets. Whoosh, right? That's what you want. That's what you want. You have the 8 of Wands. This is swiftness. There's enthusiasm here. Is the Wands in their happy place. Wands are, invigorating. That's your passions. A lot of creative energy. Remember, you have a lot of creative energy that's happening this month, okay? Uranus is very forward thinking, is very innovative in your fifth house of creativity. And so this is really great. There could be some amazing ideas. There could be some of your passions that you know are going to land, things that you want, they're going to happen. So I really love this for you. With that Eight of Wands, you can see them all aligning. And if you are here for love, yeah, Eight of Wands, we call, arrows of love as well. All right. Just saying passions and passion, but very work related. And then you have the King of Cups and the root of your spread. Like, you're going to be good. You're going to be fine. You're on top of your emotions. You're staying very, sturdy through all of April. You're not going to let anyone emotionally manipulate you. You're not going to let anyone take advantage of you. Like, you're good. You're going to be fine. The only thing I'm going to say, the King of Cups is a big leader. Yeah. He leads with his heart. He has so much empathy and kindness and compassion. And so people can take advantage of this person. So just be very mindful of that. But the bigger thing here is that you don't want to bottle up emotions this month. Okay? Find that right balance. If you always need discharge. And with April, the big month, you do want that, especially when Mars conjunct Saturn, because if things are built up at that time, that can be really like letting things out. All right. Five of Wands. So you see why I'm saying that, right? The Five of Wands, listen, they're not seeing eye to eye. This is a lot of, cooks in the kitchen, a lot of different opinions, a lot of different egos at play. Everyone's right. Everyone's right. It's a lot of noise, but there may be some moments that you have where you're not completely aligned with others. It can be colleagues. Yeah. It can be family. You have a lot of family energy. It can be your partner. It could be investors, financial people. You do have money stuff. All right. So just keep that in mind. Remember, wands, your passions, but also a lot of work related energy, career. All right. It could be a difference in creative opinion too, like creative direction. Whatever it is, it's not worth your time. And the point of the Five of Wands is to be able to work with people. Now, you already have a really great flow here. And so if there is circumstances like the Five of Wands, someone's got to rise above, right? You are the leader, Capricorn. Let's get to, Steph. She's good. It's always the fifth bark. Anyway, what are we talking about? Capricorn. I don't know why I have this card. Not this card, this cup. Mug. Capricorn. Capricorn. I'll stop. If you like this reading, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, share, leave comments. Tell me what's going on, actually. You have a lot happening. There are also, I'll tell you later. Let's do this. You're amazing. And Capricorn, you're good. Look at that. You got a big thing coming. You got a big thing coming. And Capricorn, I just have to say that I can't believe that you are really good. So, like, there you go. You got the Four of Wands. Congratulations. You bought a new home. You got married. You had a kid. Big milestones here. But this is like the beginning of something bigger, right? Four of Wands is just, look at all these cards of like celebration, new things. Four of Wands, amazing. Very amazing. And how interesting. The Four of Wands is actually attributed to Venus in Aries. You just came out of Venus in Aries. You have Venus in Taurus, which is great. But remember, Aries is your fourth house, your domestic sector. And then the Four of Wands it really has to, associated with like your domestic scene. All right. But it can be work, it can be careers, wherever that energy is for you. It looks good. Looks good. But the key word here, honestly, is like feeling free. Feeling free. That's what's coming through. That's what's amazing. And then, yeah, the Ace of Pentacles in your external factors area. It looks like, again, like I did say, there's money stuff. You got a lot of money stuff. There's actually a lot of aspects with Pluto in your second. We will have a first quarter moon in Leo in your eighth. We'll also actually, yeah, we are going to have, and that's like shared resources, right? So you will have many stuff, but then again, remember, you have all this career activity. You have Uranus moving into your sixth house. You're going to have opportunities. You have money. Money. This is the biggest pentacle in the deck, the hand of spirit. All right? New beginnings, new opportunities. You even see the golden pathway here, right? There's a lot of paths in tarot. Some are crooked. Some are windy. Not here. Look at that. You're going straight into it. This that archway, this gateway into this new job, career, profession, passion, client. I mean, there's this, you're good. You're absolutely good. And again, remember, material possessions. You could be getting something. This could also be, well, it does look more career related. And then you have the Knight of Swords. Great. The Knight of Swords is going after everything that he's ready to, sign contracts. He's ready to negotiate. This is someone whose mind, I mean, speaking of restless, Knight of Swords, okay? So there is going to be a lot of stimulation. But remember, a strong energy, especially with Mercury and Aries, okay? Knight of Swords is Gemini, by the way. Gemini is the mind. Gemini rules the third house. And so the Knight of Swords, you can see the clouds are a little, jagged. There's fire under his feet. Like, yeah, this is very Mercury and Aries. Just letting you know what I said earlier. No filter, just whoosh, going for it. It's, Aries energy can be a little combative. So just be very mindful. Like, he is going into the storm. So pulling back when you know, right? But you'll be fine. You have the Hierophant. In your final outcome, you're good. You're fine. A lot of you are getting married. It's congratulations. Or signing a contract, some partnership, some agreement. The Hierophant, the High Priest, in your final outcome. I mean, remember what I said earlier. This is a month of like growth for you, your identity. You're becoming wiser. It's all about wisdom, inner wisdom. He is a spiritual leader. He is a spiritual warrior. And so and this can be you as a role model. This can be you as a parent. This can be you as a boss. Whatever it is, people are listening to you as you impart your wisdom. You have the keys. You have the knowledge through your life experiences. So you're really good. You're really great here. Connected to the divine. Let's break it down week by week. Capricorn. First week of April, we do have that full moon in Libra. That really is the biggest thing for you. And then, like I said, partnerships, relationships, there may be some signing, some contracts, agreements. There may be a little bit of there may be some money matters too, that first week. But again, we'll talk about it next week. All right. Remember, Mars does move into Aries that first week. What can we expect for Capricorn? Oh yeah. And I'm using Tarot of the Divine. We're going to do, yeah. How fun is that? Because we want to see what cards overlap, because that's when the universe is really, there's the wink. Okay. You got to know. And that's what we do in the bonus spread. See if any cards overlap. Capricorn. There we go. First week of April, 9 of Swords. That full moon in Libra is going to be big. And here's the thing. It looks like someone's going to... I see something here. I don't know if that's... Let me see. Okay. Page of Wands. So it looks like someone is not... I mean, someone's going to try to get your goat. Pun intended. Capricorn. Get your mountain goat. But 9 of Swords is, it feels like someone's taken your power. It feels like someone won an argument over you, or maybe you were in an argument, you didn't see eye to eye, maybe someone betrayed you, maybe you did something that you ultimately regretted. So remember, swords are communication, swords are, even thinking, but it's you've that first week, you still have Mercury and Pisces, yeah, in your third house of communication. So just be very mindful. Mercury is very weak in Pisces, and things can be a little confusing. There can be a little bit of like, what? So just, you're going to be fine. You got that Page of Wands. All right. So it does look like you almost had to go through that experience for this Page of Wands to manifest. But you know that, again, you create your reality. You can, whatever experience that is, don't let someone take your power. Create your reality. Okay? And so, yeah, there is a little bit of like anxiousness with the 9 of Swords. It is a Gemini card, by the way. It is attributed to Mars in Gemini, which will be happening over the summer, but just letting you know. So Mars, which is very martial, Gemini communication. So again, just be very mindful with communication, or even that also is like overthinking things and over analyzing things. But you get out of that, right? Theta mode. If you go to bed at night, work with the subconscious and reading things from the subconscious, but also, tapping into your intuition and connecting with that, you're going to be fine. You have that Page of Wands. Something's coming out of that. All right. Remember, Venus ruled full moon, harmonizing, diplomacy, making up. Now, second week. There's just so much happening. You have Mercury moving into Aries. You have the new moon in Aries. You do have Mars sextile Pluto in Aquarius. Money. And I mean, you have Mars conjunct Saturn. We move into Taurus season. That's only half. That's not even half of what's happening the second week. So let's see what's going on over the second week. The biggest thing, obviously, is the new moon in Aries. All right. So, Capricorn. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay. Well, you got the 3 of Wands. Another 3. You got 3 threes. 3 of Wands is actually attributed to Sun in Aries. Remember, the Sun is exalted in Aries. We have a new moon in Aries. This is all systems go. I call it the green light card. You're ready to go. You're ready to go launch. You're preparing for this big launch, this big trip, this big moment of going out, meeting people, shaking hands, seeing things, learning things. It's time. You've learned enough of, it's like graduating to the next step. But it is also all in the name of like self-discovery. And remember, that is what's happening with you this month. That looks really great. And again, 3. You have 3 threes. 3 is creation, the birth of new things. It's also growth and advancement and development. Now, third week. The third week. Oh, yeah. You have, well, we have a lot of conjunctions. Remember, Venus conjunct Uranus and Taurus, April 23rd is going to be humongous for you. That's at 29 degrees. Venus and Uranus move into Gemini. Obviously, game changing for you. Let's see what's going on for you the third week. Third week of April. 10 of Wands. Yeah. Your things are ending. Things are ending. Now, how they end depend on you. All right? With that 10 of Wands. Wands, remember, are your passions, but a lot of work-related energy. 10 of Wands is carrying on a little bit too much. It's taking on maybe a little bit too much responsibility, but it's also, like burnout energy. So by the third week, when you got Uranus really active, Uranus being liberation and freedom, use it. Use it. Break free from whatever you need to break free from at that time. You will know what it is. All right. Let's see what's going on for you the last week. The big thing for you the last week would be Venus trine Pluto. That's going to happen April 28th. It's very interesting. It's just a full circle here. Remember, this is just Venus and Pluto together. That's money. That's money. That's relationships. That's sex. That's power. And remember, Pluto in Aquarius is your second house of finances, money, things you value, even resources and even relationships. Venus is money, relationships. So you see where the opportunities lie for you that last week. And by the way, we will have, you're going to feel that the week before, week after. It's really strong. All right, let's see what's going on for you the last week. Oh, there we go. And we will have the sun in Taurus connecting with the nodes. Okay? So there is something like fated happening the last week for you. It looks like something I feel like you're really signing something here that last week. Anyway, you have, interesting. You have the 3 of Swords and the 7 of Swords. I'm going to see something here. It's that 10 of Wands. Yeah? But you notice you got all 4 threes. 3 of Swords, 3 of Wands, 3 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles. I don't think that's ever happened before. That's never happened before. In the 3 of Swords, yeah, it's the heartbreak card. It's the heartache card, but it's also up here. It's still a sword suit. Okay? So be very mindful with communication. Be very mindful with even the way that, the way that you're thinking with that 9 of Swords as well. Because it could be like if it's pessimistic thinking, being hard on yourself, that can really have an impact. And then you have that 7 of Swords where it's asking you to be honest with yourself. But when you put that 3 of Swords and the 7 of Swords together, that is very likely somewhat, well, the 3 of Swords is, 7 of Swords is like disloyalty. It's dishonesty. It's deceit. It is the lying, cheating, stealing card. It's coming with the 3 of Swords. So be very mindful. You have Venus in Gemini, trine Pluto in Aquarius. That is relationships. It's love. And so it's a great aspect, though. That's the thing. Yeah. So it looks like, well, I'm gonna see something. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Okay. So you have the Ten of Wands. I clarified the Ten of Wands. Oh my gosh. I can't even clarify that Ten of Wands. I wanted to see something. What did you get? You got the Ten of Swords. I clarified that. What'd you get? The Ten of Pentacles. 3 tens. What is happening here? What's happening here? So that third week, yeah, you're going to burn yourself out. You're ignoring things that you need to really pay attention to. Okay? That's why that's happening. With that Ten of Swords, okay? That's a lot of swords up here. Communication, thinking, processing, logic, all of that, ideas, all of that, right? Yeah. So this is a learning experience, but then you have that Ten of Pentacles. This is like, the Ten of Swords is like, you're just like, really don't think, it's like betrayal. Things are really hard. I feel like I hit the bottom, etc., etc. But the Ten of Swords it's the card of New Dawn with the sun that's coming out. And, well, in the Rider-Waite-Smith, the man that's laying there with the swords in his back has the hand gesture of blessings. The same hand gesture as the Hierophant. So you are going through experiences that make you stronger, wiser, the leader. Yeah. And then remember that Ten of Pentacles, a card of legacy, a card of 3 generations of family. Oh my goodness. 3 is your magic number in this reading. Anyway, this is legacy. This is abundance. It's prosperity. It's success. It's the you made it card. And it's the, Ten of Pentacles. So it's coming into your physical realm, appreciating everything that you have in your physical world, right? Like family, friends, everything. And then this, whoa. Well, 3 of Swords, 7 of Swords, and then you have the 2 of Wands attributed to Mars and Aries. So, yeah, that's going to happen, okay? But then you have the 2 of Wands, where it's just you with a lot of power to decide what your next step is, okay? And then the 4 of Swords. I think you got all the swords. 4 of Swords is stillness of mind, okay? It's you coming back to you and not overthinking, not overanalyzing, knowing you got a lot of comfort, support all around you, but having that little retreat, that equilibrium, that, meditation. I think you got all this, like the 10 of Swords, the 9 of Swords, 7, 3, 4, Knight. Anyway, you didn't get all of them. But anyway, Capricorn, I'm going to let you go. You're good. You're actually really, really, really good. You're going to have some experiences. Some of them can be really hard, but a lot of it is because you might need to pay attention to things. Okay? You might have to pay attention to some things and not take on too much. That can be a lot of like burnout energy, but otherwise you're actually really good. It's how you handle all this energy. And then all these 3s. Oh my gosh. It is all about new beginnings for you. Capricorn, thanks so much. Next week, we'll go deeper in the first week. And yes, the second spread, the bonus spread, we're going to use the Tempest deck. Well, I want to see if more 3s come up. Oh my gosh. We'll look at love, career, money, we'll look at everything, okay? Really good and legendary members. Thank you for being members. Anyone's welcome to join. Link is in the description box. for the bonus spread. If you like this reading, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments, tell me what's going on, Capricorn. Thanks so much. Thanks, Ruby. You want to thank the Capricorns? Okay. I'll see you next week. All right. Bye-bye.